All right, and we're live. Welcome to Monster of the Week charity stream called S.P.I.R.I.T. S.P.I.R.I.T, of course, stands for Salem Paranormal Investigation Research Information Team. Wow, that's a mouthful. That's why they acronymed it to S.P.I.R.I.T.
I just want you to know you did this to yourself.
I did do this to myself. This is our interactive Monster of the Week charity stream where you, the viewer, can affect the game by donating to Extra Life. The link is right below in a little box called Donor Drive for Extra Life, or in the chat if you type in !Spirit. It'll bring up the link for the Extra Life so that you can donate and help the players survive the night, or not survive if you're so inclined. Last we left off, we met our intrepid team as they investigated their first ever spirit investigation at the house located on I didn't write down the address name. Down there in the southeast part of Salem. Then last week, they went and investigated a cryptid sighting at the nature preserve, the Graham Hill Nature Preserve, there on the southwest side of Salem. And they discovered Ranger Rick and made an ally and now have a contact number for Ranger Rick. So that's where we're at. This is their third week in Spirit, episode 3, third week. We're going concurrent to current time. So our adventure takes place tonight on March 18th, 2022. And that's what we're going to jump into. You all, as you're getting ready to go out for the night to meet Marcus at the Spirit headquarters, you get a phone call from your good friend, Catherine, stating that she has a migraine and she's not going to be joining you this evening. So she is not going to be joining us this evening. Hope you feel better, Theta. Please make sure you drink lots of water and get rest. But yeah, Catherine will not be joining you this weekend for this investigation. But nevertheless, she does give someone her keys to the minivan and allow you to take the minivan out to the Spirit headquarters. So you all get there, and of course, just like every other week prior to this so far, Marcus is sitting in the back room with the conference table, and again, unlit cigar in his mouth. He has 3 packets spread across the table, and he has his feet kicked up on the table this time as he's kind of perusing through the packets. Good evening. Come on in and have a seat.
I have a question. Do you chew on the same cigar every time, or is it a new one each time?
Of course not. It gets all slobbery and I have to throw it out. We are right behind a smoke shop. It's a new cigar every time.
Do you ever smoke them?
No. Do you know how bad that is for your health?
Do you know how bad it is to chew on them as well?
It's not as bad as smoking.
It's
It's not chewing tobacco, it's just a cigar. And I'm not munching on it, it's just there for looks. I don't light it.
So, what you got for us this weekend, boss?
Yes. Personal lives aside. He slides forward 3 folders. One of them you recognize is at Green Lawn Cemetery. And there is a reporting of ghost sightings at the cemetery. There is another folder still on the table for the lighthouse. Again, a ghost sighting. And then there is a third packet. And this one is a little bit thicker. And it is Old Street Court. And it is reports of very odd paranormal activity is the description. It doesn't really have like a ghost or anything like cryptid on the cover. It just says paranormal activity.
That's a movie.
Yes, indeed.
What was the place again?
Old Street Court.
And the other 2 are the same as last week, right?
Yep, Green Lawn Cemetery and the Lighthouse, Derby Wharf Light Station.
Okay.
Are you going to write notes for me, Kat? Thank you. And
So what is the new one?
as you flip through the first couple pages of the report, there are reports of a car, or a car appearing sideways in a street. Like half of the car is like buried into the cement, and the back half of the car is just like popping out of the street. Showed up overnight. Was there in the morning. Wasn't there in the evening. Showed up overnight. Gravity seems to have pockets of weirdness. That's how it's described. All around in this area. And in one of the houses on that street's backyard, a clock was found floating. Not like a big grandfather clock, just one of those round clocks that you hang on the wall. But it was found floating in the backyard.
What happens with all of these things? Do they just disappear again?
No, people have not been able to get the car out of the street yet. This has happened somewhat recently, within the last week. A city crew is scheduled to come and dig it out of the road within the next week, but it is still there as of now. Someone grabbed the clock and has the clock.
Okay.
Nothing odd about it so far.
Sounds interesting, at least.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's all the cigar munching.
I'm sorry, does this bother you? I can
No.
stop.
No,
I can
I'm
stop
just
anytime I like.
I'm just being an ass.
Well, as long as you can admit it, dude, that's all that matters. We believe in you. What do you guys want to do?
I'm interested in the gravity.
Now, let's remember our paramedic is not here.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like anybody's getting hurt there.
I mean, it probably won't be as dangerous as last time.
Yeah, I'm still sore from last time.
Oh, you're such a baby.
I wonder if Ranger Rick is still sore.
I'm sure
Probably.
he is.
I hit him right in the kneecap.
He had a lot going on with him.
He did take an axe to the neck.
He shouldn't have loomed that way. You know what I mean? Just saying. He knew what he looked like.
When you're alone in the woods.
So what do you think? I mean,
I have
any
talked
of these...
to Rick in the last week, and he is doing fine now.
Okay, so we can do the lighthouse with the kid ghost and the sea captain. We go graveyard, which is totally cliche.
Yep.
Weirdness. I'm pretty good at weirdness.
Yes, I have gathered an expert crew on weird.
So check it out. I mean, why not? We don't know anything about them, so one could be just as interesting as the other. I mean, what really matters to us most? Trying to stop people from being harmed? Which one of these seems like it needs the most immediate attention? And I'm saying this to the rest of the group, not necessarily to...
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anyone's been directly harmed, but a car in the middle of the road and floating stuff, kind of a hazard.
Yeah.
Kind of want to check out the pockets of weird air.
I'm down for any.
All right, let's go to the old street court.
Fantastic. He slides the folder for you and grabs the other two and puts them away. Good luck. Remember any evidence you capture? We did have you sign that NDA, right?
No,
Ah, well, remind me to have you do that.
I won't. I'm going to look at the pictures, Joe.
For Old Street Grave? Old
Yeah.
Street Court.
Court.
There we go. Old Street Court. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You kind of look at the car picture and the different pictures here, and you're kind of sucked in into your premonition. Everybody sees her kind of space out. Like, you're starting to get used to this. This is the third time this has happened. She kind of spaces out looking at the pictures. And you get kind of sucked in, and this time you don't feel that sense of dread, that utter, like, people are going to die, things are bad here. You get a sense of kind of calm as you're watching, you're looking around in the different areas. You do see, Ada, Jonathan, Benny, and Derek, all four of you. It's kind of like a out-of-body experience as you watch yourself.
You want to know what I rolled before you start telling me in detail?
Oh, that's right. You do have to roll for that. I thought you just got the premonitions.
No. I rolled, let's see. Well, plus weird. I got a 12, so I do still get the detailed vision, but I didn't want you to start doing that unless I
forgot that was a roll.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
that was
fine.
just like a feature that you had.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, you do see all four of you standing around in what looks like a backyard. It's got a nice swing set. It's a nice wooden swing set. And all four of you are kind of standing in a circle, and you're holding hands like you're doing something, and then you just kind of begin to like float upwards. And then you float off into the darkness, and you're sucked back into the out of the premonition. Sucked back out of the premonition into reality and sitting at the table with everyone else.
Okay. What if this is aliens? Do we cover aliens?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Yes, I'm asking you.
Betty looks so excited.
Salem Paranormal Investigation.
So if it's aliens, do we just leave?
No, we want evidence of that as well.
That's not paranormal.
It's paranormal.
No, it's not. It's extraterrestrial.
Is it normal for aliens to be running around in Salem?
I don't know. Sounds pretty freaking weird.
Fair enough. No, anything that is not normal, outside of the norm, we investigate that.
Okay. You need to add another letter to your stupid acronym.
I don't see how. I think Paranormal Investigations Research and Information Team covers just about everything.
But it doesn't cover aliens.
Listen, it is my organization and I determine what paranormal is covering.
Mm.
And if you must know, anything outside of the scope of normal scientific understanding is considered paranormal, and alien technologies or alien visitors is outside of the normal scientific understanding, or at least the non-government scientific understanding.
Ada's eyes just kind of glaze over as he lectures her.
Derek like nudges her with his elbow.
I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
Yes, I was saying that good luck getting Olive Garden tonight.
I can get my own fucking Olive Garden.
Oh, I can't. I'm broke.
Are you gonna get the rest of us Olive Garden?
I can get the rest of you Olive Garden too.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not gonna really get into this one. Either way,
I would like to do the man with a plan as we're leaving.
Yeah, bank your roll your thing and bank your stuff.
Ooh, that's a 14.
I think you get 2 for that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the best roll of the night, and then the rest are gonna be like ones and stuff. I just know it.
Okay, so. What's this? Oh, damn it. Okay, give me just a second here.
Ruh-roh.
Well, that's perfect because everybody hydrate.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Some changes are happening in the Nerd Asylum, and it's causing some things to change that I wasn't paying attention to, so give me just a second here.
you're all good.
You guys can RP on the way over to Old Street. Old Street Court.
So do you think cryptids are aliens? Or some of them?
Maybe, but like,
I mean, what even is a cryptid? Because I believe in cryptids, but I didn't believe in magic. But now I believe in magic. And I guess I believe in aliens. But I guess I always thought a chupacabra was kind of an alien. But like Bigfoot's probably not an alien.
Yeah. So the thing is like, I saw us all holding hands in a backyard and then floating up into the sky. I don't think we should do that. That's why I brought up aliens. But Marcus was being kind of a dick, so I didn't want to bring it up to him what I saw. So
He
Well,
doesn't need to know anyway.
I don't know if that sounds like aliens more as it does a really bad drug trip.
I mean, I don't have any of those with me. I promise. I left them in Derek's room.
Oh, gross. No. Oh.
Benny, eyes on the road.
I'm just saying, why do we think this is aliens? It could be anything.
Yeah, that's true. But the floating up into the air thing kind of makes me think aliens. Like,
Ghosts,
they're
It could also be like a
Be prepared
wormhole.
for anything.
crazy
Isn't
scientists.
wormholes also kind of alienish?
You're very contrarian this evening.
I think what Ada, I think what we all need to settle on is that going down this wormhole is not a good. It's just so broad. Like some things you just gotta let it go, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, that should
Did
take
you
care
all,
of that.
did you all ever see like Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse and like different, universes and realities were popping up out of the grounds and stuff? You think maybe it could be that?
That'd be cool. I wonder if there's a universe where I'm super buff and I'm like a movie star.
That'd be
Ooh,
cool.
Me too.
God, I don't even want to think about what a different universe of me would be.
Nice.
Fuck you.
I think what he's saying is that they would all be nice.
That is not what he was saying.
No, that's not what I was saying.
I kicked the back of your seat.
He hits the brakes.
I have a seatbelt on.
Safety first, kids.
You know
Benny,
that
I know
that
where you
affected
live.
all of us.
Be nice.
You're wearing a seatbelt, right, Jonathan?
Yeah, but if you look at the statistics, most of the injuries are actually caused by the seatbelt.
That's true.
Hoping from worse injuries.
And yeah, you could be thrown from the vehicle.
I'm just saying, if you black out, your body goes limp, you'll just bounce. Hardly any injuries at all.
Why are we talking about that?
You guys
I'm a
are
good
gonna be thrown from
driver.
the vehicle in a minute.
Are you?
Are you?
Even your
I-
roommate doesn't think you are. Damn.
He doesn't drive. He doesn't have a car.
Wait. Do any of us have our driver's license? I know I do.
I have my
I
driver's
do.
license. It only
I
took
He
me
do.
3
says he
times.
does.
It
We all
took
do.
you how many?
That doesn't matter. Oh, look, we're here.
As you pull up, you find that the street that you're turning on to kind of like pulls into like what would be a cul-de-sac without the bubble at the end of the cul-de-sac. It's a road that kind of veers off, and there's houses at the end that kind of loop around, but there's no bubble. And the address that he gave you, the 123 Old Street Court, which not using real addresses here, but we are using real street names. You pull up to this house that definitely looks like it's been here a while. It's made out of like wooden, what is that called? The wooden slat siding. And it looks like it's probably built around the 1800s, like old fort style home. Some of the homes around it have been upgraded, but this home looks a bit older. And as you're driving down the road, you see right dead in the center is this old like station wagon that is just sticking up out of the ground. Very much like it kind of brings back and makes you recall those cars in Arizona in the desert that are sticking out. What is that called? Cadillac Row? All the Cadillacs that are just like buried in the sand. But this is right dead in the center of the street in the asphalt. And there's no indication as you drive by that this thing has been dug up and put in there. It's like it's almost just kind of like phased into the ground. And as you're driving past that into the driveway of this house that you were given, you start to feel this sensation, like the hairs on your body begin to kind of like stand up.
Did the car we passed look like rusted and old and worn down?
It did not. It looked like it was in good condition of the part that you could see of the car.
Well, that's weird. What do you think? That's some sort of crazy indie art project or something?
Probably not, seeing as it just randomly showed up here.
Oh, do we know the car just randomly showed up here?
It wasn't there the other day, is what the report said. What if this is like alien ghosts?
What's that mean? Like aliens that died?
Yeah, why not?
I guess that's possible. I guess if we accept that we are ghosts, do we even settle on that yet? What are ghosts? Do we just die and become a ghost?
No, usually you're like tied here for some specific reason, or if you die really suddenly, then you can become a ghost and not realize that you're dead.
What if that already happened to us last time and we're here trying to investigate mysteries because that's our unfinished business and we're all just ghosts?
We're not all just ghosts.
We're not all dead. That's a different universe.
No. Finals are still happening, so
I mean, you could just be in hell, Benny.
that's true. You are here.
You're such a prick.
Between you two. Jeez. Can we just fight the monster and not each other? We have to sit down and have a talk?
Absolutely not. Not with that one. What?
How are you feeling about this one, Jonathan?
I'm not sure. I have an ability last time when I leveled up called Occam's Broadsword. When I first encounter something strange, I may ask the keeper what sort of thing it is. They will tell you if it or the cause of it is natural, unnatural, if it is an unnatural or natural creature, a weird phenomenon, or a person. And then I also gain +1 forward to dealing with this.
Oh, well, that's cool shit. Give me those options again.
So you can tell me if it is or was caused by a natural or unnatural creature. You can tell me if it was caused by a natural or unnatural phenomenon, or you can tell me if it was caused by a person, a regular person.
It is an unnatural phenomenon.
Okay, and then
Not
I guess
caused by
anytime
a
in the
person.
Huh?
Not caused by a person.
Okay. So I guess anytime I'm dealing with this car in the future, I get +1.
Okay, noted.
Do I see anything with my special vision?
Do you see anything invisible? You know what? You see thousands upon thousands upon thousands, almost into like almost millions of little tiny, smaller than lightning bug green dots that are kind of floating around in the air.
Can I like if I wave my hand in front of it, does it do anything?
They do react. It's like you're waving your hand through water. And we're back. Thank you for bearing with us on that technical glitch. We are back. As you are waving your hand and seeing this ripple of millions, almost, of these tiny green lights, little tiny dots. They're almost like tip of pinheads, but there's so many of them, and you move your hand and they kind of wave in the air like they're in the water, like this ripple effect happens as you're kind of moving back. And as you move, they kind of replace that swirl around in and replace where the ones that you're kind of moving out of the way are. Very much like you're just kind of like moving your hand through like a lake, you know, those like moss-filled lakes where you kind of move and then they kind of like fill in the spots.
Weird.
Are you sure you don't have any drugs on you, Ada? Because you're just kind of...
No. I don't have any drugs on me. I do see things that you all don't see, though.
Did you already take the drugs?
No.
I'm just saying it technically wouldn't be on you anymore, be like in you. You know, you already possession by consumption.
No, I haven't taken any drugs today.
Okay, then what are you seeing?
There's like millions of little green dots just in the air. And when I move my hand, they move like water. And they fill up the space where my hand used to be. They're all around us.
The more you describe it, the more it kind of sounds
I'm not
like
on
you took
drugs.
some drugs.
I'd like to... Benny's going to take out his EMF detector and see, like, kind of walk towards the car, see if there's any electromagnetic disturbances going on.
So you turn that on and it pops at 5. It's buried in red.
Oh. Okay.
How bad is it? Your face looks shocked?
Well, when we had a ghost, it went to 2.5. 3 is normal for a regular house. Anything more than 3.3 is usually kind of not good. But yeah, it's in the red. And it's staying there.
Yeah. Am I fucking crazy now?
I didn't say you're crazy. I just said you did some drugs.
I'm not on drugs.
Okay, so there is definitely some electromagnetic funkiness going down.
Is there any place that the dots they're not like moving or anything? Are there more dots in some areas than others?
It looks almost completely uniform, except for when people are moving around. The people, your friends around you, are occupying the space, so they kind of like float out, and anytime someone makes a movement, they seem to do that wave-like motion. So they're, as far as you can see, all around, from where the car is at, all around the 3 houses around you, these things are just filled in the air.
Can I move to where they're not?
You can take a couple steps towards that car, and then there's this, like, line, this veil, where about 3 inches past where the car is sticking up, they just stop existing. And you can definitely step outside of that. When you do step out of that, it kind of breaks that veil, and some of them kind of like follow behind you, but then they quickly move to go back, and then...
Benny's going to take a quick video of the EMF as evidence.
Okay.
He's even going to turn it off and turn it back on. Make sure it's not glitching.
Does the same thing. It spikes to 5.
What end is sticking out? Like, what end of the car is sticking out?
It is the back end.
The back end.
Can I try and open the trunk?
The car does stand at about 4.5 feet, and you'll have to kind of lean up and open it like sideways.
Derek!
On it.
Will you come lift me?
Yeah, he's gonna lift her up so
Yeah.
she can get in there.
I'm gonna try and open.
The trunk is shut and locked.
Shit.
I'd like to use handy dandy Google and try and look up the license plate to see if I could find who it belonged to or.
So as you're kind of climbing up in there, you can see the license plate because it is sticking and it's facing towards the sky. So
Yeah, I'll read it off to him.
as you're looking at it, the sticker is actually quite old, and it shows that this car hasn't been registered since 1942.
Oh,
I think this is aliens.
I'm gonna walk over and I slide my backpack off and I go through it. I pull out. It's not a full size. It's about half the size. A crowbar. It's like a miniature crowbar.
Mhm.
And I'm going to attempt to pry the trunk open. Which one do you think that would be? Act under pressure, I guess. Or what?
I don't think you're not really under pressure. I guess it would be. Know that you'd have to make a roll for that. You know how to use a crowbar. You just stick it in a hole and you pry, right? Like maybe I don't know. Is there something equivalent to strength or something?
No,
Tough?
it's usually just.
Like,
I mean,
Maybe
you
just-
could do tough.
roll with tough.
Well, act under pressure is usually the catch-all because you succeed, you do what you set out to do.
Oh, that's true.
Can I?
yeah, roll and act under pressure then.
All right, and then I get +1 to it because it's dealing with the car.
Yes.
Can
you do.
I? As he, I guess, climbs up on Derek, I'm gonna climb up onto the car so that I can like look in the windows.
Okay. The entire back thing is like one big window. It's almost like a truck because this is an old station wagon. It's like a 1940s, like what we used to call when we were children. I don't know if this dates me or not. but
Shaggin' wagons.
Woodies.
Oh, does it have the wood paneling?
It does in the back,
Oh my god.
and it has the old Ford logo on it. So you're able to see clearly into it, and it's got this really open, wide bench seat in the back, and then there's the seat in the front, and the big, old steering wheel is kind of like sticking halfway out of the asphalt. What was your roll?
The best roll I've ever had in Monster of the Week at 13.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you stick that crowbar in, you find the right place, and it's almost like you know this vehicle, like where its point is, because you just pop that lock free and clear, and you don't do any damage to the vehicle. You just find the right sweet spot and pop that open, and the trunk is now able to lift up.
Okay, and it's angled up, like with the back of the car upwards, right?
Yep.
So on a 12 plus, I can either do what I wanted with something extra or do what I wanted to perfection. I want the something extra to be like, when I open it, I'm able to push it up and then like pull myself up and look inside basically and like be able to balance myself.
Yeah, you do that flawlessly. You're able to
I get
push it up,
anything.
and it actually finds its position where it locks, because these don't have hydraulic vents. They don't
Yeah.
like stay up, but they used to have where like a locking mechanism. If you pull it all the way up, it kind of clicks and locks into position. So you're able to kind of lock it so that you can let it go, and then you just kind of pull up and you look down in there.
I
Yeah,
just
so my
imagined
feet
I
are
get.
just dangling.
I just imagined that I got hit with the fucking trunk of this as I was looking in the window. Ow!
You see it coming back up a little bit, but yeah, you're looking down, and everything in here looks like it is brand new off the assembly line.
Like, does it look modern though?
No, mint condition 1942.
Okay. Is there anything of interest or is it just a whole bunch of random stuff?
It doesn't look like anybody owned it, or if they did, they didn't keep anything in here. It's just mint condition car. Carpet is there. I think
I
this
see
is
what
the
you mean.
first year they put the carpet in it, and it looks nice. The leather seats look like they're in perfect condition.
Is this one of those cars that you could crawl through the trunk to get into the car?
Oh, certainly. There's plenty of room.
Uh, Jonathan, I'm gonna climb in. I want to see if we can find anything in like a glove box.
Should I go over the seat into the trunk? Or is it
That's-
like where you climb through the middle?
I think it'd be I'm climbing through the trunk, through the seats, and getting in. Yeah.
All right, so I guess I see the little thing pop open, and then you're like just climbing through.
Yeah, I'm just like wiggle.
So is it complete? It's just empty, the trunk. Nothing in there.
It's not a trunk so much as like think more minivan trunk. When you open
Yeah,
the
like
trunk
the
door
back.
to this, the whole back door slides up, and then you're into the back of the car.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of like a hatchback type thing.
Yep.
Got you. Okay.
I'm gonna climb down into this car that's in the asphalt. I'm assuming this is very creepy.
You can get to the middle of the front seat before the asphalt just stops you from going any further into the car, because
Oh,
it's kind of
interesting.
in the asphalt, and the asphalt is there. It's not like the car is buried.
Oh.
The asphalt is there like it was like put in, and then the asphalt kind of covers the seat, so you can't get all the way down. You can see the top part of this big steering wheel kind of sticking out of the ground.
Okay. If I look under seats, do I find anything that would register like where this car came from?
Roll me and investigate a
God.
mystery.
Okay. Give me 2.5. Investigate a mystery. Do I have anything special? I don't. I need to pull up the guide thing real quick. I apologize.
You're absolutely fine.
That's not what I wanted. Okay. That is also not what I wanted, dang it. Wait. Investigate a mystery. So I got a 9. Hold one. I'll hold one spin to ask the keeper one of the following questions. What is being concealed here?
The glove box.
Really? I can't get to the glove box, right?
Right, it's being concealed by the asphalt.
Okay, well that was a waste.
While you're doing that, you do find, because you said you were investigating under the seats,
Yeah.
you find a registration from 1942, and your question about where the car came from is answered by the registration tag on there, and it was registered to a farm in Roswell, New Mexico.
It's fucking aliens. Does it have a name on who it was registered to?
W.W. Mac Brazel.
Okay. W.W. Mac. I'm gonna start climbing out, sit on this car, and Google Mac Brazel.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Is this a real
What's everyone
thing?
else doing while Ada is Googling Mac?
I'm dangling out the trunk, trying to like find a way to
Can I
get down without
investigate?
getting hurt.
Oh, I hold my hands up to him like,
I'll feel the legs finally catch me. I'm like, okay, and then I'll drop down. Thank you.
see, we don't need no medic. I'd love to investigate a mystery around the outside of this car, like where the asphalt connects and stuff.
Okay, go for it. Roll. Who are being obnoxious?
5.
Not you. This thing.
Oh,
You said 5? Mark your
Yeah.
experience.
Yay.
You always win in Monster of the Week.
Yeah, there's asphalt around the car, and it's in the middle of the street.
Benny's gonna be kind of wandering not near the car, but around like the area and towards the house with the floating clock that they were given. I'd like to investigate a mystery.
Okay. Roll your roll.
That is a 9.
Okay, you get to ask one question from that list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I guess I'll ask what sort of creature is it and see if I can find any evidence of something physical being here.
Okay. It takes you a little bit to investigate the whole backyard, and the entire time you're doing that, you feel nauseous. It's not something where you feel like you're going to throw up immediately. It's not something that has you super concerned, but it's definitely there, and you definitely notate that you're feeling nauseous. After a couple minutes of searching around, you do find some odd, like there's a bush in the backyard. It's one of those manicured bushes that look like it's supposed to be shaped and trimmed and taken care of. And on the back side of that, there is a is it convexed or concaved?
Concaved is where
Convexed
it's
is outward. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
concaved little divot or dip in the bush where the edges look like they're either, because they've turned, like it's an evergreen bush, and they've kind of, the needles have turned this brown yellow color, and around the center of that they've kind of fallen down and fallen off, so it just has dead branches exposed, and then around the edges they're like that yellowed browned needles.
So it looks like something maybe burned into it, or just at that one spot just died.
It looks like something unnatural. Like this is not a net, because it's too perfectly round. It's not a natural dead spot in the. Something caused this.
Pictures are being taken, and he's poking it.
Poking the branches.
Yeah, just to see like if they feel warm, or because high EMF could mean radiation, and he's a little worried about the nausea and the sudden holes in living plants. And
Yeah, you're pushing it. They are a touch warm. Not scalding. It's not like ouch, but it's definitely
but it's
warm.
warmer than a plant should be.
It's warmer than the cool air, because it's about 50 degrees tonight in Salem, Massachusetts. I looked it up. And it's definitely warmer than the surrounding air.
He's gonna go back and join the others. Just be like, Jonathan, you don't happen to have like radiation suits or anything, do you?
No, but we can always order stuff on Amazon, get it in about a week.
Yeah, I think that might be a little too long.
I got some rubber gloves and a flashlight and all sorts of stuff, but I don't have any radiation suits.
Rubber gloves might be good.
Yeah, I mean, I have those. Those are right here in my cryptid hunting gear. I'm gonna pull out a pair of pink rubber gloves. They're like they're not like one-time use, like the kind of thicker washable ones, like for giant dish gloves or something.
Well, I found the car's registration.
Oh yeah, what does it say?
It's for a Mac Braswell? Brazel. Registered. Well, I Googled him. Googled this man. He's been dead since 1963 in New Mexico. This car is registered to Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh my god, it is aliens.
Yeah,
Yes, it
aliens.
is. I don't know how his car got here, though. It seems kind of odd. I'm not seeing anything about his car going missing.
Well, I can tell you without a doubt, this is supernatural. So this is a supernatural occurrence. Some might call it a phenomenon.
Okay.
I'm convinced more than ever this is not an indie art project.
Well, of course it's not.
Hey, it'd be a pretty cool, setup here, right here in the middle of this creepy, weird, whatever this stuff is.
Benny, what did you find?
So backyard is still high EMF. I found a bush that seems to have been something happened to it. He's going to show him the pictures, and if you go in the backyard, it feels like the first day of high school again. So
Exciting? What? Like what?
no, nauseous.
Oh, that wasn't my first day of high school.
Well, we can't all be Ada.
Yeah, pretty boring if the whole world was.
So I don't know if you guys want to go back there and check it out.
What the fuck was that? I look up.
You do see a flash of light, not a cloud in the sky. And it sounds like thunder echoing
hell?
across the sky.
Gonna look at Google. Did it call for thunder today?
Clear skies.
Did anything around us change? Are there more things in the ground?
Nope. No more cars in the ground. No unusual things.
So we hear thunder, but is there lightning or rain or anything like that?
There's no rain. There's no clouds in the sky. You can see the stars clear as night. It's like actually very clear night. You can see some clouds in the distance on the far part of the horizon, and you can see, as you're now focused on that, there's flashing in those clouds. Like it's almost like heat lightning. But then you heard that thunderclap.
Hey, Benny, you have Google up, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the weather like in New Mexico?
Oh, in Roswell specifically.
Let's see. Right now, 53 degrees. Precipitation 0, humidity 25%, and winds 9 miles per hour.
Pretty nice night in the desert.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Derek, can you help me down?
Yeah. I'll help her down.
Thank you.
The green little flecks that Ada was saying, do we all just see that?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Just me, because of my special vision. When the light flashed, did the specks do anything?
You did kind of notice them kind of ripple a little bit, like they were affected by it. But they've kind of, it was more like when you smack Jello, that blah, and then it just kind of like retains to its normal
Yes,
status.
because I often just smack
Yes.
Jello.
Oh, come on. We
You
all have
don't?
smacked Jello.
I've never smacked Jello. Did it look like it rippled from a point?
It was very universal, but it definitely looked like it was rippling from above.
Oh, okay. Well, so when the flash and the looked like they rippled downward.
Benny's gonna take out his flashlight and do a Morse code at the sky and spell out hello.
I don't know if we're the people that should be talking to aliens.
Why not? Very
Um,
intelligent.
I wasn't gonna argue that, but
We're literally the paranormal investigators. We'll be okay.
okay. What I'm saying is, let's not hold hands. Wait, was there a swing set in the backyard, Benny?
You did see a swing set, yes.
Yeah,
Was it a nice one?
nicer than I've ever had.
I'm gonna go over to the fence and look. Does it look like the area where we were boopity bopped into the sky?
Does it look like the area that you were boopity bopped into the sky?
Well, when we were holding hands in the vision and we got
When
sucked.
we were abducted by
Yeah.
aliens.
Jesus.
You really gotta make
That
it
is the
say it.
backyard that you saw. Why is it saying running out of time? I upgraded.
Uh-oh. This is going to be an interesting episode if we keep having to stop.
At least it doesn't like cut off the
The
stream or
aliens
anything.
don't want us to find
They
out
don't want
their
us to
secrets.
know.
We're getting too close to the truth.
They can alter multiple dimensions of reality.
Apparently they can.
It now includes.
Oh, now
it
it's
went
being
away.
upgraded.
Okay. Why
There we
didn't that
go.
happen
This meeting now
before?
has unlimited minutes.
Okay.
Yay!
I did that before.
Even the
Otherwise, it would
aliens
not
can
have
be
let me
played
do
off.
this. But whatever. Okay.
Yeah, take that, aliens.
So,
Fuck off, aliens.
We offered them the thing they couldn't
We cannot be
refuse.
silenced.
Money.
Unlimited minutes.
Money.
You can't stop charity, aliens.
right? Okay. So, yes, that is definitely the area that you saw in your vision. It looks exactly like it. And as you're sitting on the fence, you start to feel your hairs begin to kind of stand on edge. You feel a little bit of a knot in your stomach.
Can I read a bad situation?
I
Go ahead.
read a bad situation from
Both
here.
of you can read a bad situation.
Okay.
Probably a great idea with aliens. I'm gonna use my third eye too.
Benny's gonna have his video camera rolling, watching the thunder or the storm.
I got a 10.
Same.
Both of you got a 10?
Yeah.
I believe you both get to ask me 2 questions on that chart, right?
3.
3?
Hold 3.
Oh.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yes.
Oh God.
Great.
Behind that bush, from behind the wooden fence that surrounds this yard, you can see 2 glowing red eyes that are kind of like peering through.
I was by that bush.
Why are they red?
You don't know. You could just see red eyes glowing.
Is Zeta pointing this out to the rest of us?
Yeah, I would. Also, you said this was a danger that we hadn't noticed.
Uh-huh.
What's most vulnerable to me?
You mean what part of you is most vulnerable? I'm not sure what
It just says what's most vulnerable to me.
is most vulnerable to you. I'm not sure how that question...
Okay.
Like, what is...
What's the biggest threat?
What's
Yeah,
the
what's
biggest
the
threat?
biggest
Obviously,
threat?
the
Yeah.
eyes are the biggest threat in this current
Okay.
situation. You're not
That's
sure
fine.
what it is, but it feels hostile. They're red glowing eyes, and they definitely feel like they're trained on you.
Cool. They feel hostile.
Neat.
Would this count as a separate encounter for my Occam's broadsword to confirm this is an unnatural creature?
Yes.
Okay, so I at least know this is some sort of unnatural creature.
What's the best way to protect us?
Probably not engage.
I was
Valid.
gonna ask what's my best way in, but
Over the fence, obviously.
Actually, there is a gate to the fence, and it is not locked. You can see that it has got one of those dual handles on the outside, and it's a double swinging open door. Like one that they would probably take a riding lawnmower in and out of the backyard through.
Did they are the eyes moving at all, or are they just still very still? Like,
Completely still, and they have not blinked.
Are they just staring at me?
They're staring in your direction. They are kind of fixed on you, yes. Is everybody else around Ada at this point?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so.
I think Benny's at like the gate or the fence.
I'm like on the fence looking over.
Yeah,
it.
this is one of those privacy fences that stands at about 6 feet tall, so you can like prop yourself up on it and look over.
Uh-huh.
Is everybody else looking over, or are they kind of behind the fence behind you? Or I know Benny is over by the gate.
Yeah,
And he's just gonna hold up the phone and take a picture. He doesn't know what he's capturing. He doesn't want to know what he's capturing, not till he sees the picture.
I think if Ada pointed it out to me, that
I would've, yeah.
Jonathan would be on the fence, like trying to get a close look.
I would like to spend my hold and prepare myself and be ready.
to run away.
I don't care what I'm doing. I'm just prepared and ready.
Okay, you are prepared and ready for whatever happens.
I'm gonna start making my way slowly over to the fence, like the gate, and where Benny is.
Okay. As you're moving, Ada, you see another set, and Jonathan, yep, had to reference, sorry. I was going to say Jeremy, and I'm like, I know it's Jay, but it's not Jeremy. Jonathan and Ada, you both see another set of eyes, bloop, and kind of watch
Derek. Jesus. Derek, stop moving.
And how close are these to us?
They're on the other side of the yard.
Oh, that's good. This is dangerous.
Did my camera capture anything?
A fence, and you do have what could be red glowing eyes. No definitive form behind it. It's just kind of because like the flash went off and it kind of flooded the fence, but you did catch the glint of what could be red glowing eyes.
I feel like I want to see more of them, but I don't. I mean, they're not hurting us or anyone.
Yet, but they look threatening.
Yeah, but they might be scared, hiding in the bushes. What I'm saying is, we need to devise a way to get more information, but
to
don't
make
them feel threatened. Well, we don't want to attack them, but we need more information. I mean, that's what we're here for.
I have snacks.
I have a.
Where does that come from? Also, are the green lighty lights? Are they in the backyard?
Everywhere. Yep, they're still around in
Okay.
this area, and that thunderstrike seems to have come from directly above you.
Oh, I look up.
There's not a cloud in the sky.
Do the eyes do anything different?
The eyes are gone.
Oh.
And in the center of the backyard that you're looking at, there is a tent.
That just appeared?
Just appeared. With the flash of the thunder, with the flash of the lightning, it is now in the backyard, and it is just sitting there. It's a green tent, a Coleman tent. It's probably a 3-person tent. Nothing super fancy, but it's pretty nice.
The hell?
Benny,
there any, like-
more pictures. Look at this.
Yep. He's gonna take a picture of the tent. Is there anything like the tent? Is there any snow or light in there, or like snow on the outside, or
It looks
light?
wet.
Looks wet. Gonna slowly head towards the tent.
Following Benny.
So are both of you like in the gate now?
Yeah.
Open the gate, and you slowly approach, and you can see all these tiny little dots flowing through as they move across the yard. And as you step across the gate and into the backyard, your hairs stand on edge, and you feel that nauseous feeling. And you take a step, and then you take another step, and you feel like you've lifted yourself up off the ground. You come back down, but it definitely feels like gravity is not the same here now.
Ooh.
It's
Benny, give me your hand.
Y'all ever been on that Gravitron at the fair?
No.
Okay. He's
Ada,
holding on to
Ada.
Derek. He's like, oh.
What?
They're holding hands.
No, stop holding hands!
Wait, I just want to make sure we don't get separated.
Why not?
Alright, is
Because
there
of
any,
my vision!
I thought we were all holding hands.
What? It starts with
If that's what it
two!
takes to not get sucked away from each other. I would like to pick up a rock from like the ground, and not a big one. I don't want to con
Yeah.
someone out, but I want to chuck it at the tent.
there are some landscaping rocks. They're like the little red lava rocks right next to you. You pick one up and throw it at the tent, and it bounces off the tent, and there's no response.
Oh.
It does look like it kind of floats through the air a little slower than it should, but the gravity is a little off, but it's not like super. It's not like being on the moon or anything like that.
Has Oliver reacted strangely to the atmosphere, the environment around us, like the energy in the air, the things happening? Would it be enough to like cause him to like be panicking or something? Or like
He does seem a bit off in your pocket, like he's just kind of like moving, like he's catching your attention. It's not like he's panicking, but he's just kind of uncomfortable there.
Like he can sense there's something strange about
Yeah, he's a
this.
flying creature, so he would definitely notice something's off.
When I look up at the sky, do I see anything weird?
You don't see anything right now in the sky other than the stars.
Okay.
You could still see those millions of things. They seem to kind of go on forever in this area. In fact, for your vision, it's kind of hard to tell when you look up into the sky whether you're looking at a star or one of those lights, because there's just so many of them everywhere.
Ada, did you tell us about the little green dots?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So like those weird lights you were talking about,
Yeah.
do they end? I mean, is it like an area? Like, can you see where this starts and where this ends?
So when we got past the car, like 3 inches past the car, they stopped there. They surround all 3 of these houses. They're in the backyard. They go up for, I can't even tell, because they're starting to blend in with the sky.
Okay,
Should
now I
we-
know this is going to sound really weird, but have we considered a
Aliens?
weird alien-like Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know how we stop this.
Well, I mean, we technically don't have to stop it. We just have to get evidence of it. Every time, why do we have to stop these things?
I don't know.
But also,
Do we have enough evidence?
whatever was... not really. I mean, we got a blurry picture of some might be glowing red eyes.
We got information about Roswell, New Mexico.
We're better than this. We will figure it
Are
out.
we?
We are.
What's in the tent, guys?
Benny's gonna go into the tent, unzip it very slowly, horror movie style, like...
Just somebody sleeping in the tent and you go in?
That's why I hit it with a rock.
You
I do have a
slowly...
hand on the back of Benny's shirt to like pull him out if need be.
I do have my preparedness ready, so...
You unzip the tent. And you peel back the little cloth door. And there is no one inside. But it looks like somebody was using the tent. There are 2 sleeping bags, backpacks. You do see some like pamphlets, and it looks like there is some sort of like map that has just like laying on top of the sleeping bag there.
Are these?
Gonna grab the map and see what it's a map of.
Indeed.
When I see Benny disappear into the tent, I'm assuming he has to go in a little bit to get this map.
Yeah.
Jonathan's hand goes to his gun, just like, out of self-defense, even though it might not even affect an alien.
Shoot the aliens.
I'm gonna
That's
just
how you
turn
start
on my
World War.
GoPro.
It's like natural response, like, yep, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel scared and there's a gun on my hip.
And you turn on your GoPro.
Yeah, I should have done that earlier.
And Benny, you see a map of S.P.I.R.I.T State Park in Texas. I think that's Texas. Is that Texas? Nope, that's not Texas. Where the fuck is that?
Can
It's
you
in... Oh,
spell it for me?
yeah. Maybe I zoomed too far out. Now I can't find it. There it is. Hold on. Ah, there it is. S.P.I.R.I.T State Park is in the panhandle of fucking Florida. It's not in Texas. Never mind. That's way the fuck off. And it is spelled Torreya.
Benny, are you okay?
It's not T-E-R-R-A.
Nope, it's T-O, according to this. They may have spelled it wrong. I don't know. T-O-R-R-E-Y-A State Park.
T-O-R. Oh, okay.
Well, Torreya State Park is having scattered thunderstorms right now. He Googled it.
So where are all the people that these things apparently belong to? Are they just like fucking littering all over this area? Like, oh, I got the people. Fuck all this shit.
Maybe they're just lucky.
I don't think that that's the case.
Ada,
Oh, yes.
as you're watching everything go down with your GoPro camera on, you start to notice a movement in the dots. They seem to be very slowly kind of condensing down onto the tent. Benny, you start to feel very nauseous, and you start to feel lighter.
Get out of there. Get out of there now.
no.
The dots are moving. Get out of there now.
What? Yeah, when she's
Benny's gonna
yelling I
tuck and
feel
roll
him,
out of the tent.
Yeah, I just whip him back.
As you get out of the tent, Ada, you see that the dots begin to kind of collide and pull onto the tent, and they kind of consolidate, and it gets brighter because they're all consolidating, and these are like little pinpoints of light. So as they condense and consolidate, they start to form this pattern where the tent is at in this cylindrical fashion, and it goes up into the sky, and it almost kind of looks like a tractor beam as the tent begins to rise up in this column into the sky.
Videotaping.
Yeah, I've got it on the GoPro.
And as that happens, as the condensing and consolidating happens, everyone else other than Ada can start to see a very faint light in a cylindrical pattern that looks like a very faint tractor beam into the sky, and as the tent floats up.
Is there anything visible in the sky where it's leading to?
As you look up into the sky, you notice something very odd about the sky. The stars seem to kind of be blinking in a weird way. And as you kind of focus your eyes in the darkness, you notice that those aren't stars, they're lights. And you can see the very weird definition of some sort of solid surface that these lights are on that seems to be some sort of camouflage for some sort of surface on here. You could probably safely assume that you are seeing the bottom of a UFO.
That's
Yeah.
a spaceship.
Yeah.
Problem.
Oliver, how big is this thing? And I'm gonna like send Oliver to go scout up into the air to see how big it is.
He's gonna get taken.
He's fast.
Faster than a tractor beam?
He flutters off without a thought, being told what to do by his friend. Just takes off into the distance. He kind of disappears into the darkness almost. You still feel that connection. You know he's there. It's a familiar, and we've kind of discussed that. So you have this like almost supernatural connection to him. You can kind of feel he's definitely still safe. He's still there, but he disappears from sight.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the, oh my, kind of feeling like that, because we've talked about the like telepathic connection that you have. Oh my, huge, many, many, many. And then he just comes like flying back towards you. So many. Oh my god, so many.
What do you mean many? Like
Wait.
mini lights or like mini ships?
Things, all over. It's almost like he doesn't know how to convey what he just saw. Like he's never seen anything like it. He's in panic mode. He's not able to kind of communicate what it is.
Can I connect with him with my telepathy to see if he could show me?
He is a telepathic creature. Jeremy, do you think that would be
I would
something she would
definitely
be able
ask
to do?
Jonathan.
Yeah, I imagine my link with Oliver is like kind of like you're doing like single words here and there, and then emotion. Uh, but I mean, with magic and with being the hunter type you are, you might be able to get a more clear picture, like be able to kind of connect with Oliver more directly.
Yeah. Would you allow that, Joe?
Yeah, you can certainly attempt it.
Okay. I'm gonna read a bad situation while trying to like talk with Oliver.
Do it.
Okay.
And then what are you communicating to Oliver in your telepath?
Show me what you saw.
Okay, so you want like a visual.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I got. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Read a bad situation. I got a 11.
Okay, I think you get 2, right? You hold 2 for that?
No.
Hold 3? Hold 2.
I have hold 3 again.
3. Okay.
Because it's a 10 plus. What's the best way to protect the victims? Like, is there anything that, like, a weakness that he was showing or anything?
You see that there's like a layer because Benny's not Benny. Sorry,
Oliver?
Jonathan's friend Oliver went up past this like layer of camouflage and was able to see what the threat was. And I'm kind of waiting for a reply here. So
From who?
sent a message. I'm just waiting for a reply. It's in the Zoom chat.
Oh, but it's not to all of us.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. You get the vision of like 6 different odd-shaped triangular cigars that are just like parked above this layer of cover, like this, like it's almost like a projected image of the night sky onto a flat surface, and it covers this entire block. And it kind of like matches and lines up with all these little dots that you're seeing. And there are 3 of those spread out through this this whole neighborhood here. And inside this little window, Oliver saw hundreds of these little tiny green men. Large eyes, just like the images you Google when you Google little green men, little green aliens. Giant almond eyes, green skin, massive heads, skinny neck, longer arms, but they stand at about 2.5, 3 feet tall. And there was this big porthole window on the side of the ship, and there were hundreds of them just kind of looking down.
What did he see?
Fuck.
Why does your
Aliens.
face look that way?
Aliens.
Okay.
Well,
Wait,
of course
they
it's
actually
aliens.
saw aliens?
Yeah, hundreds of little green men in these spaceships that are above us. And not just one spaceship, but it sounds like more than one.
Can we attach your GoPro to Oliver? Can he go get like...
I don't know. It might be too heavy for the little guy.
It also might break as it gets up there.
I feel
Benny
like
would like...
I was
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
I just feel like the Oliver's weight might be similar to a GoPro.
Yeah. Are there any dangers I haven't noticed whenever I look through his eyes? Like, are they doing anything that seems dangerous as well? Or are they just watching?
They at this point they look like they're observing.
Benny would like to go back to the van, and he's going to turn it on and turn on the AM radio and flip through the channels to see if he can get any sort of like frequency with them since they're so close.
You start scanning the different frequencies on the AM. And then you hear it. You find the station. Just a second here. Come on, load it up.
He definitely had his he's had his phone video going this entire time. A lot of him running. I think he's just staring at the radio with complete just.
Can we make out any words?
Didn't sound like it was English. It didn't even sound like it was human.
I wish this was a drug trip.
Imagine Oliver's hiding in my hood of my hoodie.
Oh, buddy.
Just shaking.
I mean, maybe we could try and talk to them.
How?
Oh, but I don't think we have a chance at fighting them.
No.
I don't want to get sucked up into their ship either.
But have they hurt anyone? I mean,
We don't know. With all of these things don't have any people in them.
it's true.
They might be hurting people up there.
I don't want to go up there because that means your thing comes true, and then it means it's going to always come true, and that means we probably did die 2 weeks ago. Now we're ghosts.
I don't think we're not dead.
I'm just saying that Olive Garden didn't taste much like anything.
Maybe you just have the Rona. The fuck?
Oh, no.
I look around for that noise.
It sounds like it came from above, and suddenly, all those little pinpoints of light have disappeared. The sky is cloudy. You can see the clouds, and the moon is kind of it's almost full. No. It is full. It's a full moon tonight in Salem. And you can see it through the clouds now. You couldn't see it earlier. So that ship must be gone. The tent is also gone. And as
What about the car?
you look up, and the car is also gone. And on the center of the lawn, where the tent once stood, there is a burned mark in the grass. This symbol is definitely something similar. This doesn't look alien.
What
There
does
is
it
a
look like?
circle where the cylinder of light had been, and then in the center of the circle is a star, a 5-pointed star.
Oh shit, this is a pentagram. I'm gonna go into the backyard and look, take video of the pentagram.
Well, it's not a pentagram, it's a pentacle. Pentacle is
I'm
in a
sorry.
circle. Pentagram. Sorry.
Oh,
going with you.
I'm sorry.
No, please educate us. That's
No.
that's in character. I'm
Yeah.
imagining that being in character.
It's in
Go ahead.
character. He realizes he's being very pedantic and stops after a minute.
I love you, Kaz.
Oh, too.
So you see that the grass has been not scorched, but almost dyed a color. Like the color changes, but it doesn't look like the grass was damaged. And it's bent just at the tips. So it creates that like flattened pattern. It's very, very similar to what you've read about crop circles, but this is on the lawn.
Can I use magic? Can I try to look for the tent? I'd like to observe another place or time. So basically, I'd like to observe wherever the tent went.
That's a thing you can do. How does that work?
It's just to use magic. I roll. There are bad things that happen if I don't get it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your use magic roll.
Cool. It's a 10, so it works without issue, and yeah, that's it. I see.
You kind of get it's very similar to the way the premonitions work. You get kind of like sucked into this vision that you're having, and everyone else sees Derek kind of just zone out for a second. And Derek, you see this very weird organic metal surrounding, and the tent is there, and there are two individuals who are unzipping it and like poking their head out and looking around. They look very confused and terrified at the same time. And as your vision kind of pans out, you see that porthole window, and it is looking out into this galactic imagery of not so familiar galaxies. Like, it's definitely not the Milky Way.
Are there little green men?
There are hundreds of them, and they are all kind of like getting closer to the tent.
Are there other people?
Just the two from the tent. And then you're sucked out of that vision.
Oh my god, Ada. Oh my god. God,
What?
yeah, it is aliens.
Did you not believe me?
Well, I didn't we got here, and it's never aliens. It's
It never is aliens, but this time it was fucking aliens.
And now they're somewhere out in the vast emptiness of space, and there's people out there.
No!
I saw them. There were two. They were in the tent, and now they're with the aliens.
Well, now we have to go tell Marcus.
What if it's too late? How do we even? It wasn't like our space even.
I mean, sometimes they bring them back, though. There's always stories about people coming back.
If I look on like Google, is there any like eyewitness accounts of like being abducted and coming back, or like people missing?
Thousands upon thousands. Millions even on the internet. Whether or not they're substantiated claims, there's so many stories. You can't really
like,
tell.
From these particular locations that we discussed recently.
Yes. From this particular area, Salem, Massachusetts has had UFO sightings and reports of alien encounters or alien visuals, but not really abductions or people going missing, except for one. And this is a disputed report. It's more of a myth or a legend about the area. You're not quite sure, because Salem does kind of lean into its paranormal history, its witch history and everything. Sometimes they embellish stories for tourism or what have you, and you're not quite sure if this is a legitimate story or if this has been utilized and kind of emboldened for that purpose. But there is a story in the late 1700s of a couple going missing in Salem after seeing unidentified flying objects in the air. Mysterious lights. And those reports of the mysterious lights and that story happen more so in the area of... Put that... Oh, there it is. Proctor's Ledge. That is where this story is said to have taken place.
I'll let the others know about that. I guess the best thing we can do is tell Marcus, like,
I don't know what else we can do.
Joe, out of the tomes and grimoires that I brought with me on symbols and occult stuff,
Mhm.
the pentacle does are there anything in the books? He's gonna pull them out of his bag and start flipping through them. Anything that would link them to aliens or
Pentacles generally have less to do with aliens and more to do with demons and occult things. There's not really a whole lot on alien connections to pentacles or pentagrams or any sort of symmetry for that nature. 99.9999% of the time, crop circles are more like patterns and things like that. So you're not really, there's no real connect. You can fairly confident that there's no previous connection to this pentacle and aliens.
okay.
If I were to look at like Google Earth or something on my phone, does it show that I'm in Salem?
You pull it up, and yes, you are in Salem, and you are in the at the address that you are supposed to be at. The 123 Old Street Court.
Benny, you had that thing we heard on the radio recorded, right?
Yeah.
Can you play it back?
Yeah, he'll pull up the video and press play of what he recorded.
Okay. I'd like to use magic to it says communicate with something you don't share a language with. I just like to understand.
What are you trying to understand?
The otherworldly language on the thing.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Is that a use magic roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I would also like to do that
Okay.
if possible.
Yeah.
okay. Let me know how you did.
Let's see, that's magic. Where's my stuff? It's 10, 11, plus I used my mystical library stuff, so that's +1 forward for use magic, so that's a 12.
You start listening back to it and kind of listen over and listen over and listen over, and you start to get it like translates in your head, and you can start to hear that they are talking. Oh shit, we're discovered. Oh fuck, let's leave. Let's get out of here.
Oh no.
Observation failed. Let's leave. And there's multiple different like voices. It's kind of garbled over. It was more like somebody had the microphone on accidentally, and these conversations were taking place.
They were spitting on the microphone.
Yeah, the mic was hot, and they didn't realize it. And they're like, "Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh no!"
Oh, we scared them away. They found out that we were.
They were littering. How did they not figure out that we would find this shit?
Well, I mean,
we were real dumb.
All right, we
They
should probably
rolled
get
real
back.
bad on stealth. What about those glowing red eye creatures that were in the backyard?
They're not there anymore.
I'd like to read a bad situation
Okay. Go ahead and read a
even
bad
though there might
situation.
not be. 8.
Hold 1.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Just to be safe.
Indeed, there are. And because you were in the right place and you were prepared for anything, you are able to grab Derek and move Derek just in time as the patio door slides open and there is a man standing there with a shotgun and he and points it. Get off my lawn!
Go.
Yeah, he he books it over the fence again. He's not. He will deal with paranormal stuff, but he will not deal with humans.
All right, I think it's time we get out of here before we get shot.
You hear him whisper as you all run out of the backyard into the front yard and head back towards your minivan. Oh, damn teenagers and their damn pranks and TikToks.
Hears him say TikToks and he just yells back, "We were here about your floating clock!" And then he jumps in the van.
Back to Marcus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you drive back to the Spirit headquarters. And again, Marcus is sitting there. He's got a laptop this time. It's pulled up and you can't really see what's on the screen. But you see that it is a Dell laptop and not sponsored. But, not opposed to that,
If
Dell.
you want to, Dell.
Could be.
He's got a Dell laptop. He's just kind of clicking away and he sees you guys approaching. Ah, yes. How was your evening? Come in. I'm ready to take your
Aliens.
report.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Where's your evidence? Were you able to grab any evidence tonight?
Yep.
Really? You have evidence of extraterrestrial life on Earth? Fantastic. What did you get? Give me your evidence.
I give him the registration from the car, for one thing.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Huh.
And I'll
All
hand
the video.
Yeah, all of the video. And a drawing I did of the aliens that I saw through Oliver's eyes.
Oh.
And then Benny's going to play the recording.
It's very good. Don't give me that face. I'm a tattoo artist. I can draw.
Ah, yes. The Yaku. That's interesting. They're not supposed to be.
The what?
Interesting. He kind of like notates in a little notebook and then begins to kind of type out.
Oh, what?
The Yaku.
What the fuck is that?
Little green men. They've been here since the 40s.
You knew about this?
Well, of course, we are Spirit.
Okay, Sassy McSasserson. What? If you knew about them, why wouldn't you have told us about them?
Well, I mean, everyone kind of knows about them. They've just been kind of
But you had evidence
written off as
of
a
it.
myth.
No, we do not have evidence. We have stories, reports. Your job is to collect the evidence.
We tried.
You did a good job.
Did you know that they have like little green lights?
Little green lights.
Yeah, so for like surrounding 3 houses, there are little pinpoints of lights. Millions of them.
He starts typing. Yes, go on.
And when they go to grab something, they condense onto the thing and then suck it up like a tractor beam.
We didn't see the little green lights, but when that happened, there was a faint light that surrounded the tent.
Yeah.
And it
And they move
lifted
like
it.
water.
This
Like
is
when
all
you
very
move your
interesting.
hand. Yeah.
Also, the recording is us catching them with them realizing that we're catching them. And there was a lot of cussing,
Yeah.
a lot of oh
apparently they
shit.
curse.
And then they left right after this, and everything that was there is gone.
Can you play the recording for me, please?
Yeah.
You play it back. And it sounds like muddled gibbering to me. I don't see how you.
Well,
This guy's very smart. He knows how to translate things.
And there are all
Yes.
these ships and stuff too,
Yeah, there were like 6 ships.
6 ships.
and hundreds of green men.
Yeah. Lots.
That's
there were
disturbing.
some
Usually they
creatures
come
that-
down in recon groups, 3 or 4 at a
Also-
time.
We saw glowing red eyes and they left this symbol.
A pentacle? And aliens?
Are they summoning demons too now?
Well, that's definitely interesting. I will make note of that. You did a fantastic job tonight. I think everyone here will get their own Olive Garden gift card for $25, except for Ada, since she can get her own. And he slides out 3.
Wow.
Where's Catherine?
She wasn't with us before. Did you not notice?
Honestly, I did not. I'm sorry.
That's
She
rude.
had
You
a
should give me
migraine.
an
Here.
Olive Garden card for her.
This is for Catherine. If I find out you used it,
What are you gonna do?
fire you, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ada, don't get fired. You're kind of the one that sees all the bad things that we can avoid. So
While you are very talented, Ada, and your skills are useful, and you have grown attached to this particular group, you are not irreplaceable.
Oh,
Wow.
Do you know how many people have sent in applications to participate in Spirit?
I'm assuming 5.
like, yeah,
Yes,
maybe
well,
7.
continue assuming that and see where it gets you. Is there anything else you have to report this evening?
maybe get some guys down to that block just to check out the radiation situation.
I think those were the dots.
Yeah, just to be sure. You never know.
It's fair.
Yes, I can definitely have a cleaning team head out that way.
Maybe check if there's some people who can check on New Mexico and Florida. Be good.
New Mexico and Florida.
Well, the
Yeah.
Roswell car is from 1942. And the one that was
But it-
buried in the cement.
Oh, that's
And then-
Disappeared, like,
Yeah. And then there was a tent that was from the Panhandle. Terra State Park.
Oh, yes. I'm familiar with that state park. Beautiful trails. Gotta beware of the alligators.
We usually do in Florida.
Yes, well, if that is all, I will send a group to check out both locations and make sure that all ties to the group there are neatly tied in a bow. Do you have anything else to report?
Glowing red eyes.
Yes, glowing red eyes.
Yep, that's about it though. They didn't look like the aliens, did they, Joe?
No.
They weren't the same.
Also, did the guy with the floating clock know that we were coming?
I did not. No, you picked this tonight. I did not give anyone a heads up.
That
Would
was
you like to
shot.
know what else we have so that perhaps we can prepare better for next time?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I almost got shot.
He pulls out the files, and he has 3 more files. 2 of them look identical. Green Lawn Cemetery, the Derby Wharf Light Station, and then you have one at St. John the Baptist School. And the reports for the St. John the Baptist School are 3 separate reports. That's it. The first report is that a distorted figure has been known to appear out of nowhere in the music room and disappear into the back hallway where the instruments are stored. And then the second report is that people are known to have sections of time go missing. Unexplained time dilations. They're standing in a hallway, and then the next thing they know, they're 2 classes down the line in the time, and they have no idea where they went or what happened for that 2 hours.
That can also be drugs.
The third report is that a door in the school randomly will take someone out of the school and deposit them in a bus station across from the school. So those are your options for next week. Just let me know. One of you send me a text about Wednesday or Thursday and let me know, and I can prepare the location that you're going to be there on the weekend. That way we don't have any more of these uncomfortable situations.
That'd be nice.
That would be good. Okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but almost getting abducted has made me super hungry. And I also kind of want to rethink my life choices right now that there are aliens. And
There's always been aliens. We just didn't think it would be something to deal with tonight.
nope, I was prepared for ghosts.
Well,
You're
maybe
always
next
prepared
time we
for
pick a
ghosts.
ghost one then.
Yeah,
And not
there's a
definitely
cemetery.
aliens.
There's the lighthouse.
Yes.
I mean, shit, the school looks haunted too.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I will be out of town next week, so we won't be meeting next week. We'll pick up this on the following week. So, we will not be meeting on the 25th. We will be meeting again on the 1st.
Oh no.
April
We're
Fool's
gonna
Day. Got it.
Eat our Olive Garden. Skip a paycheck.
Well, I mean, Ada said that she could buy us Olive Garden, so we could still, get Olive Garden on the 25th. It's just...
Look, I'm just saying it's funny that he said he could fire us at a job that we're not getting paid for. Eric's gonna get up.
You're getting paid in experience. Consider it an
Mhm.
internship.
Eh.
Listen, you all volunteered for this. If you're not interested in participating each week, there's the door.
I follow Derek.
They just need some time. They're going through a lot. I'll talk to them. It's fine. We are
Benny,
having
shut
fun.
up. Come on. We'll be here April 1st.
In the meantime, we're getting okay baked ziti.
Yeah, and all you can eat breadsticks.
Fantastic. I do appreciate all the work you're doing for Spirit. You just have a bit of an attitude in these meetings, and I don't know why we got off on the wrong foot. You all came to me with your applications.
Yes, sus.
How am I sus?
Look at you, man.
You're judging me entirely on my attire.
And some of the not information you're giving us.
I give you all the information that I have.
She walks out.
Again, it was super fun tonight. Gonna go rethink my life choices. See you in 2 weeks.
Yes, have a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a cigar. So I'll say that's a tip. Walk out.
Okay, you all walk out and head to your Olive Garden after club meeting.
How late is Olive Garden open? Wait.
Not
Not
super
late.
late.
No, they're closed by now.
They're
For the
they're
sake
really
of...
hating us. We get there right before they close.
But that's where we're going to end this week's episode. We do have... Oh, as you're heading to Olive Garden, you all get a boo-doo-doo on your cell phone. It is a text message from Marcus. And it says, hey, by the way, no investigation on the 8th. we're going to hash out what we found so far.
The fuck?
Okay.
Maybe you made him feel bad that he hasn't told us anything.
Well, fucking
He should feel
good.
bad. If we were getting paid for this stuff, I would be mad. But, I'm not even mad. I just really want to go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
So Benny
let's-
drives the minivan to 7-Eleven.
Oh,
We'll load up
slushies.
on so much crap.
Professionals.
And that's
Spitting in the
where
back
we're going
of the
to end this particular episode of Spirit. Thank you so much for joining us this week on Spirit. Realistically, we are not playing next week, so we will be back on April Fool's Day, April 1st. So, in the meantime, you can always donate to the Extra Life. Whatever gets donated off stream will affect the next game, so you can still help the kids of Riley Children's Hospital, even though we're not streaming. So feel free to donate to that and help those kids. With COVID and everything, they need donations now more than ever. So if you can't donate, we completely understand. The world's crazy right now. Tweet, share, join us in the chat. Whatever you can do to support us, we appreciate it. We appreciate you being here. Follow the Nerd Asylum on all the socials. Check out the website. We have a Kickstarter that's launching fairly soon here, so if you are interested in that, you can go to the Kickstarter it's all over our social medias too. Follow that so that you know when that goes live. We have a demo that'll be playable, so you can kind of proof of concept see that we know what we're doing, kind of.
We're working real hard on it.
Yeah. What else am I missing?
We have the end of mystery questions.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have to do that. End of mystery
Yes.
questions.
So, did we conclude the current mystery? No. 'Cause we
Well-
didn't do anything, did we?
We made the thing go away.
We did make
learned that
them.
it was
We made them
aliens.
uncomfortable enough to leave.
We made things awkward enough that they left.
Yeah.
So you did discover what they were,
Okay.
and you discovered what was causing the anomalies.
That's fair. Yeah,
So
you're right.
I will say yes. You did that mystery.
Okay. Did we save somebody from certain death or worse? We
No.
saved ourselves.
I saved Derek from getting shot.
I also saved. I saved us from getting abducted from aliens.
Or maybe it would have
Okay.
been great and fun.
I don't think it would have, man.
I don't think college would let me use that as an excuse to miss finals week.
You did certainly get those two people. You did not keep them from getting abducted.
We couldn't. They weren't even in the tent.
You weren't given the opportunity, no. So I guess that doesn't really qualify. I'm gonna say yes. You went ahead and
Okay.
you didn't get shot. You didn't get abducted. So yes.
Okay. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
They
Aliens.
were aliens.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Not really.
I don't think so, because everything that came, like you seeing invisible stuff, we already covered that last time,
Yeah.
so that's not new. Well, we did learn that you two can understand weird languages and translate things.
It's fair, yeah.
So we did learn
That's
that
true.
was an ability for some of the hunters. We could also qualify that we learned that you can communicate with Oliver.
Through my mind.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So if you get 1 or 2 yeses, mark 1 experience. If you get 3 or 4, mark 2. I'm just about to level up again.
Guys, I get to level up. I'm so excited.
I have 1 box left.
Look at us. We're doing so well.
Neat.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We'll be back April 1st at 9 p.m., so make sure you hop in for that episode. We've got one more episode of Investigation, and then we're going to have a powwow meeting with everybody to kind of figure out what's going on. What have we learned?
It's our performance reviews.
Why does everyone think Marcus is sus?
It just
the fedora.
yeah, the milady look.
So yeah, tune in for that. That'll be the following week. And yeah, thank you so much for the support. We'll see you next time. Until next time, stay nerdy, friends.
Bye.
Bye.